do this thing. Hello, hello. Okay, so welcome back, Wolfpack. How y'all doing? For those tuning in, this is gonna be a quick introduction into getting stuff accomplished. What we're gonna try to do today is get a PS5 HDMI port repaired. We have a SCUF controller that we need to finish up, just reassembly, and let's see, something else that I wanted to tackle. Oh yeah, some Xbox controllers. So we have some controllers, PS5 HDMI ports, and some controllers. So that's what we're going to be tackling today. Try to accomplish. So without further ado, let's move on over. Oh, also got a new case by D Brand. One of the grip cases finally came in. My newer phone, and it's the version where it looks like see-through. Pretty cool. I like this case so far, so good. Very grippy. I like the features. Pretty nice. Hey, okay, that case is dope. Yeah, sweet, man. Thanks. It's just a skin on a all black case, so it comes out pretty cool. Happy about that. Also, I have a spot welder that I ordered a little while ago that came in. And I want to test that out. So that'll be a little bit later, thinking after the HDMI port repair. Knock out the HDMI port repair, use the spot welder, and get that CMOS battery reinstalled on a laptop I've been working on. My case is dope as well. Glad to hear it, Dad. Glad to hear it. I hear you've been brought into the 21st century finally with this new case of yours. Well, alright, let's get on with it. Let's go on to the overhead. So we're going to knock out a PS5 HDMI port repair pretty quick. Then we're going to use this spot welder. Actually, I want to show you guys the spot welder that came in. Let me grab it. It's over on my other workbench. It's the workbench I use when I'm working on computers. There's a little more space. It's battery operated, but this was a pretty well reviewed one. So I'm looking forward to using this thing to get that CMOS battery back in the game. Let's get my chat in. Alright. So here's the spot welder. It's battery operated. Should be fully charged up. I had it charging for a long time, so. Menus all in Chinese. These are where the anode and cathode go. I'm guessing if it doesn't detect it, it won't turn on. Okay. Yeah, some nice thick gauge wire. And then here are the probes. So I'm looking forward to that. Using this thing for the first time. Seeing how it goes. It's not every day you get to use a spot welder. I think it'll be pretty fun to use. For coin batteries, spot welding on the tabs. Especially because like the coin battery, you can't apply too much heat to lithium, so it applies a quick, short amount of heat in a very acute location. So that's always nice. Actually, I need to transition to the test stand camera view because I want to power on this PS5 here. And make sure it goes from white to blue. Man, it's like they sanded the gloss off of this thing. It's kind of not a bad look. Excuse me. Oof, that thing is dusty. I'm gonna go run to my garage real quick and turn on my air compressor now, because that thing is dusty. Very dusty. Oh wow, I'm muted. Alright, so this PS5 booted all the way up successfully, so we know the PS5 is good. I'm gonna shut it off here shortly, and then start working on it. But how's everybody's Tuesday going? Good? Anybody get tacos today? Once we get this thing knocked out, then we can use that spot welder. Make some arcs. Use arcs responsibly. Looks pretty slick too. Did it turn out the CMOS of the Lenovo cells not work for my PC? Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't know. I didn't look into what they sold. I kind of figured I would just do it myself. I made taco bowls. Oh snap! Dang, no invite though. That's messed up. Hey Paul, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm actually really looking forward to using that. Uh-oh. This console's been opened before, and not by me. The warranty sticker is not present. You guys see that? Also, let's see that HDMI port. Oh yeah, that thing is floating in there. It should not be that sunken low. Howdy. They're vegan. You still want them? I'll take them, as long as they don't have vegan cheese. Vegan cheese is the only thing I can't get behind. Everything else I could live with. It's the vegan cheese for me. That one's tough still. I have a hard time with that one. Maybe it's just the ones I've had. Hey, Clar Slug, welcome. Welcome back to the pack. Going good now. Just got home from work and you're streaming. Yeah, man. We're out here. Trying to keep my word. Keep my deliverables on time. Have on-time delivery, all that good mumbo jumbo, corporate mumbo jumbo. Hey, it's your call. Lenovo sells them for 50 a pop, so would I trust your judgment? $50 for a battery? What? Nah, that's wild. We can just do it ourselves. Plus, yes, the tool is more expensive technically, but I'd rather do that and then have the ability to keep spot welding in the future. But sheesh. All because they put some tabs on a battery. They want to charge 50 bucks for a little CMOS battery? That's insane. Well, I don't have to use my heat gun because this PS5 does not have its warranty sticker on there. Exactly. Yeah, man, nah. That's crazy expensive. And realistically, that means that cost would move on to the customer, which, yeah, we're about saving people money here. Yes, it's like the triangle, right? It's like good, cheap, fast, but you can only have two of the three. I know for me personally, because I'm a one-man show, I'm good and my costs are pretty low, but sometimes I struggle with being fast because it's just one dude. Also, one point of failure in anything isn't really good. Uh-oh, I see bug crumbs. This thing is usually a telltale sign. If you see bug crumbs, then you kind of know what the rest of the console is going to be like, unfortunately. Paul said, I need to make a battery spot welder. I've been finding lots of brand new batteries in Home Depot dumpsters. Yeah, that's another thing too. I have seen where you could just kind of use high current batteries and make your own spot welder, but I kind of wanted one in a nice crisp package that was rechargeable. Rechargeable via USB-C. Alright, how many bugs do you think we're gonna find in this one? I already saw bug bits. So, I'm a little worried already. Oh yeah, I'm seeing bug bits. The only acceptable options to me are good and fast, or good and cheap. Cheap and fast is too many qualitative sacrifices, in my opinion. 3.7 bugs seems reasonable. Paul said, or Nightcry D. Paul said, seems they toss return batteries when board is fried, but cells are brand new. 18 to 22 bugs is my guess. And that's a solid. Man, you guys got some good guesses. Oh, really like the fractions too, man. So that means like maybe just an antenna or a leg. Maybe a mandible. To 22, that's a lot. Hopefully it's not that many. But nowadays, I don't know, man. I've been traumatized once, so I don't know. Okay, that's pretty clean. That's a good sign. Alright. Maybe it's like to murder bugs and leave little parts behind. Oh, jeez. Natural hunters of the home. Alright, it's the moment of truth. Waiting for a jump scare when you open it. Well, now's the time. Let's prepare thyself. I need to get a raid sponsor for doing electronic repair. Alright, we got some bug bits, some more bugs. Huh. That warranty sticker was removed, but this console... Oh, no. It was definitely open before. Okay. Alright, I'm seeing bug bits. More bug bits. There's bug bits underneath the, disk drive here. Ah. I've seen enough horror stories from Salem Tech that I really hope mine isn't too bad. Alright, let's lift this guy up. Yeah, we got some bugs, but thankfully they look deceased. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pardon all the... Ooh, someone scratched this up. But just from wiping it, whatever rag they use. Alright, let's keep going. The only good bug is a dead one. It's wild. I wonder why this console was open before. I worked in a pawn shop way back. I could smell the bugs when people walked in and just pointed them back to the door. If I remember correctly, consoles look like a great house of bugs right up until someone uses it for gaming, then the heat gets a bit much, right? Nice, this must be a later revision. Seems to be less screws in this one. Yeah, they seem to like RF. I don't know why. Bugs seem to be drawn to it. It's like their own antennas, their little bug antennas pick up the radio frequencies. It's kind of interesting, actually. Kind of want to look into that. I would be so down to research that, just not at my house. I'll test that in theory later. But it persists in my mind. Sometimes it be bugging me. But such a pest. Oh yeah, Crash, are you watching on your fridge? Ants do love arcing wires. Basically EMF. Right, exactly. Unfortunately, I'm an insectophobe. You said bugs are cool, but you don't like them. What a dilemma. Nope, YouTube on TV, Twitch on phone. Oh, dang, you're watching in two spots? Thanks. That's what's up. Alright, this thing was ready to pop up. Interesting. It can be cool over there. I feel that. It's like from a distance. Not in my vicinity. I try watching on both as well. Oh, thanks, Slug. That's what's up. I appreciate that, guys. Once we get the watch hours, especially on the YouTube side. 150 subs away from hitting the sub limit to be monetized, then I just have to hit the watch hours. I wonder if this HDMI port was replaced before, because the little foam bit's not there. And I wonder if... Excuse me. Ooh, there's liquid metal on the board. I don't like that. Whoever worked on this thing last. Alright, let's clean that up. Throw this away. Liquid metal on your board is no bueno. Oh no, this is hold on. Infrared and Corona. Interesting. Sorry, I drank a lot of water, and I'm like getting antsy, you know. So I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I promise I'll be right back. Just gonna run to the restroom. Alright, that was quick enough. Supposedly the bugs can see the infrared corona of electronics, and it signals a warm place to their bug brains. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Jumping spiders are cool. I do like some of the videos where someone like trains a spider to like wave with one of their hands or legs or whatever the heck. I always thought that was pretty cool. Even though growing up, I was not a fan of spiders. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I agree. I wonder if maybe this console was overheating or what. It's an EDM 33. Definitely a later revision. Some bug bits. Alright, let's get this PCB out. Yeah, this thing has a nice dry spot right in the middle. So if it was for liquid metal, boy, they did not do the greatest of jobs. I think this had its HDMI port replaced once. Just from what I'm seeing. I don't want to mess with it yet, but I want to show you guys under the microscope what I'm seeing. Alright, let's do a little quick vacuum and then we'll worry about cleaning this guy after. It's gonna need it. Yeah, this thing could use a cleaning. Alright. Let's get this PCB back in over here. See what we find under the microscope. Oh yeah, that HDMI port definitely took a hit. Like physically, it's like pushed back. Ooh, it took a pad. I I think I see a ripped pad on this left side over here. Let me see if I can zoom in some more. Well, I was hoping this would be a quick one, but it looked like it ripped some pads, man. Oof. Well, it's an additional charge. Alright. Something tells me this was replaced before. These anchor points do not look factory. Okay. Yeah, something tells me this HDMI port on this console was replaced before at some point. Ooh, Flux is your friend, yeah. Oh, yeah. So thermal paste replacement is something I do consider an easy enough thing that an end user can do it if the manufacturer doesn't put the CPU someplace difficult. Though liquid metal is risky AF in my opinion. Yeah. High risk, high reward, man. Alright, let's clean this off because all these bug parts when I'm trying to heat the board up, it's gonna make it smell terrible, so I'm gonna try to clean this up a bit. Man, it's pretty gnarly. Facing the cursor? Oh, really? That's cool. Alright, time to get very fluxy. What in the world? It's like leaking from the side. Huh. Okay. Never seen that before. It's like the nozzle cracked or something. How in the world did that happen? Yeah, it developed a hole. What? That's insane. Okay. Let me see if I have another syringe nozzle. I don't know if I do, but let me check real quick. That's crazy. This plastic, see, stupid plastic one, just developed a crack. Let's see if this will work. Might be too small. Oh no, that works. Nice, that fits. If it fits, it ships. We can toss this one out. Get that out of here. Yeah, this thing got pushed back pretty bad. Yeah, this HDMI port, I think it was replaced before. This nozzle's nice. Get my hot air station on. Get my mask on. Alright, it's pretty good. Focus. Cool. Let's rotate this guy. Alright, nice. Alright, let's do this thing. You need to tame that jumping spider. What a wild thing to concept to say, actually, but makes sense. Not that wild. Alright, start applying heat from the underside. Hopefully we don't rip that one trace up more than it already is. I have to be very careful. Might even apply heat from the top. Oh. Alright, definitely took one trace out. Let me check the underside. So we definitely lost a trace here, this far right one. It's not going to be too much of a pain to rebuild, thankfully. Yeah, see it, trace is gone. Oh, the max that this one can go, which is 896 Fahrenheit in max airflow. But this is one of those hot air stations where the airflow is like in the nozzle. It's like a fan-based one. Those aren't my favorite, but it gets the job done. Man, we lost a trace. Okay. It's from the impact. No matter how you slice it. So I'm gonna have to charge a bit more for. You know, I had a feeling the diode got knocked off. Okay. I thought I saw I accidentally bumped it and knocked it off. I did. Okay, so either I can look on the ground for it, or I think I have more in stock. Oh, nope, I found it. Thankfully, this can. Well, I had it in my tweezers and then I dropped it again. That's annoying. Hold on, I'm gonna look for this diode again. See if I can find it. Not the worst. I literally had it in my hand. Darn, I just had it. Alright, found it. I think. Nope, that's not it. I feel like Velma looking for her glasses in Scooby-Doo. Okay. Well, I think that diode is lost forever, like Guardians in the Vault of Glass. Okay. Good thing I have more. It's a good thing. Always order more than you need sometimes. It's funny when I'm like walking around, it's gonna poke me in my foot, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, I have more of that diode. So that's not a problem. Let's get in focus. Trying to look at my face. Come on. There you go. Come on. Anyway, it's that C1 diode. So I'm gonna have to reinstall that. That's no problem. We're gonna have to rebuild that trace. No. Gosh, I need lots of junk collects. Oh, geez. Alright, so we have the part we need. Not a deal breaker. My level of stress can remain low. Alright, let's rebuild that trace. Yeah, it took the stinking pad clean with it. Alright, let me clean this up, and then I'm gonna get my trace rebuilding kit, or strips, I should say. Clean this up. Oh, this flux gets so goofy if you don't clean it while it's hot. Just reminded me, great that DigiKey sorted you out so quickly. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. I had to tag them on Instagram for that one. I had to give credit where credit was due. So we're gonna have to wire to this position here. Like literal surgery, you know, when they use an alcohol pad to clean the area. Let's see if we can. We're gonna need to scrape away a little bit of material. So thankfully, we just need to get to this via here. Thankfully. Trying to get an angle. I think the edge of this is like broken. And this blade is a little worn. There we go. There we go. And some metal exposed. A little bit of flux on there. We're gonna tin it. Yeah, shout out to DigiKey. Their customer service is top notch. I wonder if I should go further, because that'll be something a little more solid for it to tack onto versus a little wire strip. I'm thinking maybe just to go straight to the via, give me something a little more substantial. Man, this was supposed to be quick, I promise. And then, boom. Nice. Alright, so we got solder where we need it. Alright, let me get my trace rebuilding strips. I should have them in this drawer here. I do. Let's see if I have tweezers that are fine enough. Alright, these tweezers should work. usable. No, I haven't used the pick tool yet. Let's see what it's about. Let's see if this can be useful for me. Oh no, the curvature on it is kind of no bueno. Yeah, this pick tool is not it. What I'm trying to accomplish here. Alright, let's put it back. How you doing, bro? Hey, RP. Miss your Casanova? Doing good, man. How's your Tuesday going? You got any tacos? Been asking the Wolfpack if they got any tacos on Tuesday, because it is Taco Tuesday. And I just got a cool shirt with like a wolf on it and queso. Looking forward to breaking that one out. Just, you know, casually doing trace rebuild. Casually. And how did you know? Maybe the day gave it away? Just kidding. It was a good guess, I suppose. Glad my work was tossing boxes of alcohol pads. Got 5 boxes, 200 pads per box. Nice, dude. Dang. Shoot, I need to get in on that. This poor soldering iron tip. See if I can get some more solder on the pad section. Oh wait, hold on. See if I can zoom in more for you guys. I know it's gonna be a shiny mess, but it's real tiny stuff here, you know? my back spinal. Hey, Juan. Nice. So, let's see. Typically, I think I've just heated it up and then tried to come down with the new port and see what we get. Alright, just cleaning up here a little bit. And then we're going to try and tack on that new port. And hit repair coating under and over, then grind down to the new pad. I don't typically do all that. I just kind of like almost run it like bus wire, kind of like what you're seeing, and then like hope it holds. And then like sometimes if I need to, I'll tack it down after the fact. But the problem is when you try to, oh, you raw dog it? Oh yeah. Professional raw dogger. Can't take credit for that. That's Jadion's thing. It'd be cool to use like solder mask or whatever. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try to land a port down. This new nozzle lets a lot of flux out. Clean up a little bit. I'm not getting annoyed. Cool. I can stay focused. Alright, let's bring this back over to the edge. Alright. I get my new microscope tomorrow, then I go out of town, so I don't get to use it till the weekend. The irony. Guess you won't be seeing that thing for a little while, but excuse me. Alright, let's see what we did. Well, that's looking good. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a push test, so we're gonna have to be extra careful on pin 1 here. It's definitely connected. Twelve pins are good. Alright. That's pretty good. One shot. If I do say so myself, I think I'm getting pretty decent at this. Alright. Almost. I wonder I keep falling asleep. Going to bed. Good night, y'all. Okay, Crash. Appreciate you stopping in. I did start streaming a little bit later. This is like one of those Wolfpack after hour streams. Always good to have you in the chat. Tell Bolo I said good night as well. I did? I said 7 years? Oh boy. I guess I meant to say 7 months. Man, if I've been streaming for 7 years and this is what I mustered, I might just hang it up. Sheesh. Talk about niche category at that point. It's like beyond niche. Alright, let's check this thing out again. Make sure we didn't disturb it too much. I should rip off that little piece, the little dangling piece there. Alright, cool. According to the laws of physics, this thing is good and it should remain good. Not a fan of all the flux, but I don't want to be too rough with it there. How do I get flux in there gently? Or alcohol in there gently? Not the cleanest port, but considering the circumstances, I think we're good to go. We clean this underside. It's not the straightest port install either. It's a little crooked, but that's fine. Yeah, we gotta install that diode that we knocked off. Streaming on Flux. Alright, let's get this diode reinstalled. This C1 diode. Let me look online just to double check polarity, the orientation that this thing needs to be in. Ooh, fresh air. Alright, it looks like the cathode is away from the resistor. Okay, that's fine. So the bar needs to be going away from the resistor. Yeah, cathode is away from resistor. Okay, easy enough. Let's get this thing installed. He said, everyone told me not to buy it because of its little brother, but it seems comparable to the ones that are 2 cables. There it goes on the left. Oh, is the arrow supposed to be the polarity mark? Oh, okay. I guess that's what this little arrow is. That's what you're talking about, what you're referring to. They decided to use little arrows as polarity marks. So this is cathode. Yeah, look. Yeah, this polarity marks with cathode. I guess this is cathode. Is there another component here? I don't think this is populated. I think it's just a resistor. Oh, wait. I don't think I knocked off 2 components now, did I? No, there's nothing there. Alright, cool. I'm about to say, I'm getting sloppy. Well, now I know. I was just using reference images, but that's good to know too. That arrow mark is the cathode side, which is the negative side on a diode. There's cathode and anode. See, my boy Juan is saying, Jeff, with all the backlog for work, were you able to pick up a controller and get any gaming time in? Gaming time, if so, what games? Not really. Sunday, no matter what the backlog is looking like, I tend to just say, screw it, I need a day for myself. That's Sunday. And sometimes I'll like try to go visit family or, you know, do something, spend time with friends, all that good stuff, you know, try to be social. But games I play right now, because they're just quick and easy to play, are Yuka Replayly. I've been playing that. That game's been fun. When you come on. Oh, hey Yank, what's up? I need to get my Discord alert working again. Seems like it's not doing its job. Tekken 8 I've been playing. It's just real quick to hop in, play a few games, and hop off. You know, not a huge commitment, time commitment. And Destiny Rising sometime, the Destiny mobile game. I'll pop in and play a little bit and then hop off. But honestly, there's more work. Alright. Mr. Yank is in the building. It looks really fun. Yeah, ukulele. I've had that game basically like since it came out, and I just couldn't get into it for whatever reason. The game felt clunky, but ukulele, the remake of it, is solid. Actually keeps me engaged. The movement's good. Actually, truly feels like a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, which is what it was meant to be. Alrighty. Uh-oh. What did he say? Oh my gosh. Thinking Nightbot went ham and deleted Casanova's. You can never go wrong with Tekken. I miss Tekken Ball. My brother and I used to play a crap ton of it in the mid 2000s. Oh, that's cool, man. What the heck? It's because of the S word. Just say spit. I'll know what you mean. All right. Yeah. Yeah, ukulele. That's why it's called ukulele, like Banjo-Kazooie. It was meant to be like two instruments. And the way the game plays and it kind of works is very similar. Yeah, if you like Banjo-Kazooie at all, ukulele is supposed to be a spiritual successor. Even Grant Kirkup, you know, the one who made the music for Banjo-Kazooie, he made the music for ukulele. Yeah, Nightbot is a little sensitive sometimes. Alright, I think we can go ahead and reassemble this guy and get this one tested and off the bench. Took a little longer than I wanted it to, but it needed trace repair. I feel like this song plays a lot. Like, I don't mind it, but I just feel like this song comes up often. And I'm like, there's way more songs in this playlist. Alright, I'm gonna disassemble this portion because I want to clean it. Oh dang, that's right. Man, dang, Jeff put me on game, man. Honestly, I feel like that'd be a good game to play on stream, like for you, after you're done with Spider-Man, or whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you what to do, obviously. But the game's kind of hype right now because it just came out. It's doing very well, and it's pretty fun. It's got those Banjo-Kazooie vibes. Let it moderate spit. Exactly. I like allowed links, but then certain words it just like nope. That's funny. Could have been a link to like some random NFT or meme coin. Alright. Just get these separated. See how many more bugs we see. Not too bad. Definitely needs a cleaning though. So you already know what that means. Heading to the dungeon real quick. We're going to clean this off, respread the liquid metal, test, and then clean the rest of the unit. And get this thing out of here. Then we're going to use our spot welder and have some fun with that. Looking very forward to using that spot welder and zapping stuff. That's going to be fun. Alright, be right back. Well, I say be right back. It's just the overlay. I need to make a garage. Heading to my garage overlay. Alright. Full of air. I started it earlier. the office from the garage, my friend. See it again? $30 years. Oh, that's cool. Seeing a car from your past. Talk about nostalgia. Yeah, YouTuber body. He's fixing it up. Oh, that's cool. Alright, got this bottom screws in. Now we can proceed to give this PS5 what it needs, which is a respread of liquid metal and the cleaning of that dry spot. Because boy, is that spot dry. Alright, let's clean this side. Oof, that oxidation is serious. Oh, it's coming off. Nice. Had to really give it the beans there. Snap, I hear an alert. One hands. Welcome to the pack. Let's give him a WolfPack welcome, guys. 1 second. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's give him a WolfPack welcome. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. It's awesome, man. Oh, Kevin's here. Let's run in the alert again. Alright, let's get this liquid metal spread. You help with PCs by chance? Yeah, and I can. What kind of issue are you having? I don't know if I can just give you verbal advice at work. It's not something quick. You can always join our Discord if you type in ! Discord. But it was from Nutrient Survival. I'm looking to upgrade GPU. Oh, okay. Interesting. What are you trying to upgrade from? What's your current rig? Nice. It's a big jump from a 3050 to a 5060. Ooh, that'd be nice. That is significant. Alright, so we got this side all cleaned up. Let's do the other. I stream and game on a single PC. Oh yeah, same here. I have a single PC setup. In the future, I might go to dual. Would a 5060 be a good choice? Oof. Let me check how much VRAM's on a 5060 real quick. I'm not sure if that's like the best choice. It won't do you wrong. You play COD? Okay, let's see. So it has 8 gigs of VRAM, which is pretty solid. Eight gigs of VRAM, that's pretty good. That should do you pretty well, actually. $300 is my budget. Honestly, it's not a bad choice, but I'm concerned what processor you have. Pardon me, clean my eye out. Alright, let's keep going. Come back around full circle. Oh, what makes you say that? Also updating CPU and RAM. Okay. Gotcha. Ryzen 7 5800. Oh, that's solid. Yeah, let's see, one hands. Sorry, excuse me. Here, I'm gonna check my Discord command if you want to keep going. Then I can help you in there, in the community Discord. But from what you're telling me, A 5800 and a 5060 should do you very well, honestly. You might not be able to push the exact frames you could because you'll be streaming on it as well, but that should be plenty to get you started, man. Alrighty, that looks good. Now I'm streaming or recording. Yeah, that's gonna happen. In game, I'm cool. Ooh, it's hard to tell without, actually just running it and testing it out. I think the general rule of thumb is whatever amount of FPS you get, without streaming or recording, you subtract 20%, I believe. I think that's the general rule of thumb. Hold on, let me double check that. I think I found that online. I think it's 20%. So whatever that hardware would give you raw, just subtract 20%. Alright, let's get these two pieces mated together and then we can run some testing. Ooh. Alright, that's better. Yeah. Even if it was worst case scenario, like 40%, or no, 20% would be 36 frames of 180. So you would be at about, what, 44? Yeah, 144 hertz with a 20% loss at 180. Yeah, I think the main reason why people would say don't get the 5060 is the VRAM, because it's only 8 gigs. In games nowadays, they're very, like, having more VRAM is always really good, especially a game like COD. There's a lot of things that need to be loaded in. So I can see why other people would be saying that. Hopefully this information is useful to you. Alright, we're almost ready to test. Ooh, actually that's not a bad recommendation, Casanova. For that price, for that tier. Alright, it's time to test. Let's see what we get. See if our HDMI port has been fixed. Alright, we got the light flicker. That means it posted just fine. Nice and tight HDMI port. Alright, let's see what we get on the screen. HDMI 1 shows up. That's a good sign. We get a PlayStation logo. We do! Boom, baby! Still got it. Still can do some trace repair. That's a W. That's a W. Gang. Dang, man. Saying W and gang back to back reminds me of TSM Daquan, man. I used to like watching his content, man. That guy was funny. But he disappeared. Alright, let me take a picture. Let me take a photo. Yeah, this case is fire. Alright, now we can turn this thing off and complete reassembly. Okay, like Ness from Smash Brothers. Okay, let's get some gloves on. Oh yeah. Yes sir, yes sir. We did it. That's another one. in the books. I'm gonna have to clean the top half, and then we are good to go. This thing reassembled. Alright, I'm going to bring these pieces to the garage. And we're going to get it cleaned up. Here, this one I don't need to bring to the garage. Oh, nice. He's linking a YouTube video. It's his own content. I like it. Especially it's a good tutorial. Okay, let me head to my garage, or y'all can talk amongst yourselves. I shall be back. Well, I'll be on comms, but not when I'm using the compressor, because I don't want to destroy your guys' ears. Alright, I shall return. Like Batman. Or Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Alright, we are back. Oh? I swear Brother Lord works in crazy ways. I came across you guys here. Oh, nice. Came across that 1 in a mil shot to see my old car. I'm just totally mind blown. I'm grinning like a fat kid in a cake store since. Shoot, you're gonna have to send me the link. I wanna see this car. If it's got you giddy like this. The Yankmobile. Really? Streamlabs? I know I I use Streamlabs. I mean, not Streamlabs, OBS, excuse me. I think most streamers use OBS. Oh, really? Never mind. So you use Streamlabs. At this point, most people use Streamlabs as a add-on to OBS. Oh, okay. Shoot, I'm gonna have to look into that. Is it just better performance, Casanova? Is that why people are doing that? Alrighty. Let's see, so what do we do? Let's see. Cleaned and liquid metal respread. HDMI port replaced. C1 diode replaced. Pin 1 trace rebuilt and cleaned. That sounds about everything. So we'll do 10, 22, 25. Let's take a picture. See, I'm getting better. Alright, cool. Alright, let's proceed. Alright, let's get the countdown tape. Oh, dropping's right here. finish assembly. Let's get the disk drive back in. Get my gloves on. Nice. Final home stretch. Nice. Gonna get to see the car. One more PS5 saved. Yes, sir. Starting to approach 90. What? Casanova, man. Thank you. My man. Appreciate the sub. The gifted sub. Thank you. Shout out to RP Casanova in the Twitch chat. Thank you. What a lad. Running on Twitch, been trying to get away from YouTube. Oh, snap. Nice. Yeah, I'd appreciate it. There are ads on the Twitch side, though. You've been warned. Unless you have Amazon Prime, you can do a Prime sub if you haven't used it already. You don't have to deal with the advertisements. That donation text is from like last week. Could probably come down if you want. I mean, you still are the latest one. So just like the overlay, it would show the latest. Oh, Night Cry. Thank you for following on the Twitch side. Appreciate it. Prime Sim, huh? I've not seen that yet. Oh yeah, here, let me put Prime. I think that's what it is. I think it's for like if you have Amazon Prime, you can like link it to your Twitch account, and every month you get to give a sub to any creator of your choice once a month for free or included with your Prime. Thing took a hit. You and me both. And they really didn't like this PS5 being glossy because that thing is sanded down. Alright, so while that's booting up, with that PS5 coming up just fine, let's go ahead and run through our quick gamut of testing. Let's check Wi-Fi. Bluetooth's obviously working if the controller's connected. Not a wire. 5G network was found just fine. And 2.4, so that's good. Let's test a disc, which you guys already know is my copy of Miles Morales. Testing time, yes sir. Alright, let me go grab that battery, because I need to take the tabs. There it is. What a pain then. What that was. Alright. Disk drive's working just fine. Perfect. It's good. I'm gonna get my disc back. Then we're gonna have it go into a game. And Astra's playroom. Nice. Alright. Oh, Nightcry used their Prime sub. Awesome, man. Thank you. Casanova did one more. Yo, shout out to the gifted subs. You started a hype train. With stick drift. Do you have any old videos of fixing those? Oof. Maybe? I might have videos of me fixing it, but it's all live stream, so it's a lot of footage to go through. Nightcry. In fact, you know what? I think... Oh, I'm going to be doing... This week, Nightcry, I'm going to be doing... Nintendo Switch... Like, original Nintendo Switch, reshells. 2 of them. So... Stay tuned for that, because one of them does have stick drift, the Joy-Cons for that particular unit, and I'm going to be upgrading them, so you'll see if you want to tune in for that. It'll either be Thursday or Friday, so just stay tuned. Alright, so this guy, Remember, I tried to install this battery the hard way, and it was not working. Right, so we're gonna have to clean these tabs up. This battery's trash. Yeah, she's very anti-Switch too, so I have to keep her original running. Yeah, I can understand, man, with the price hikes and there's not really many games that are kind of worth it. Oh, I could be showing this to you guys on the microscope. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to clean up these tabs from when I tried to do the soldering method and it wasn't working. That's what prompted me to scoop up a spot welder. Let's get that out of there. Get that inlet waste. Let's see the spot welder. I used to call mine Sparky. That's funny. Let's get this guy back in frame. Nice. Right, let's clean this up. I can stay. Alright. With them safety goggles on, molten metal to the eye is no fun. Also, I've never done that one with spot weld, but it was on a 65 Mustang. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. My local mechanic, he got a piece of metal in his eye. He had to go to the hospital. He said it was the most excruciating pain of his life, and I'm like, oh, I believe you. All right, man, I really did a good job of drinking my fluids today. I'll tell you that. I'll be right back, y'all. Sorry about that. Sheesh. Right, time to use Sparky 2.0. Oh yeah, I always mute my headset when I go. Sometimes I'll take it off in the foyer on the way to the restroom. Alright. Where'd I put that thing? Oh, there it is. Here is the spot welder. Bam! Never used this thing before. We're gonna see how this thing goes. I like it. He said I like it, Sparky 2.0. Alright, let's see. So it's a battery operated one. I know it's fully charged because I charged it before the stream. Here are our probes. Let's grab a battery. Shout out to my boy Angry Yank Garage for supplying the stuff. If you know, you know. New toy? Oh yeah, the spot welder. For these dang batteries. It can be a bit of a pain in the glutes. Pain in the gluteus maximus. Okay, so we have fresh battery. Negative is that side, positive is this side. Cool. Want to try the roadside microwave spot welder build? Nice. Not as good as WFU, but getting there one day. Aw, man. I stripped screws in my past. Oh, let's not bring that up. Don't. Hopefully, my dad didn't notice, cause he'll tell you about a story of mine of how I kind of went a little ham, just a little, and these things never pull this thing up. It's frustrating. Alright, guess it's got a built-in screen protector now. Alright, so I've never used this thing before. I guess I should bring out the manual. Wait, can it detect when no probes are connected? Because it keeps shutting off. What gauge is this? 8 gauge wire. I mean, I know the connection needs to be secure, but geez, that is a snug fit. Alright, let's get these probes installed. That's one. Oh no. I don't like damage the cord. That would be unfortunate. Lol, stun gun, insert tongue. Come on, man, this isn't Kick. Alright, we don't do stuff like that on Twitch and YouTube. Alright, jeez. That is a snug fit. I got it in. Interesting. Alright, I wonder if I could show it. Oh, Dad, so when you get older, you begin to understand all those times he yelled at you when you left tools out or stripped a screw or a bolt. Oh, yeah, I'm already seeing the light. Already seeing that light. Alright, let's see. If I turn this thing on, okay, it gives me this red warning message. I keep getting this red warning message. And because this thing is not in English, so I'm gonna have to bust out the strategy guide for this guy. So on-off switch. Okay, hold for 1 to 2 seconds. It seems to turn on. What the heck? Don't tell me the battery died already. Is that what's going on? No way. Don't tell me the battery's dead. Are you serious? I didn't even use this thing. Hold on, let's see if that's what's going on here. Let me grab a USB-C cable. Man, that would be the biggest letdown of the century. I need a USB A to C. Alright, found one. Let's connect power. Yeah, see? The battery's fully maxed out. What the heck? That's what I thought. I know I charged this thing. Okay, so it's not that. On-off switch, option switch. Press and hold for 2 seconds to turn on. Maybe they have like a troubleshooting section. I'm not seeing anything as to why I'm getting this error message. Okay, now it's... Wow, it's like when I connected USB, now it's staying on. It's like the battery went to hibernation mode. You guys see that? Now it's staying on. Okay, that's weird. Definitely something to keep in mind here. Alright, let's keep going. Gear temperature trigger time. Alright, let's lower the trigger time to 1 second. It's shipping mode. Good night, all. Bad out of the box. Oh, geez. They probably didn't know to think to do that. Set USB hub on fire. It's shipping mode. Oh, okay, Casanova. Appreciate you stopping by, man. And thank you for the 2 gifted subs. For real, I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. My man. A lot of newer BMS have it. Man, the battery's just draining. It's already at like half, and I didn't even do anything yet. Alright, let's see. So if we hold this here... Oh, cool! It did it! Just like that! Oof, that smell. Wow, that was easy. Yeah. Dang, I wish I would have showed you guys on microscope cam, but I will for the second one. Look, we made a nice little tack weld. A little spot welds. Look at that. Okay. Shoot, let's do this side now. And that smell I'm smelling is just flex. Alright. Let's get this nice and focused up. It's kind of, this pattern doesn't help with knowing when it's focused or not. I think right about there. Oh man. Don't tell me it died. Man, this thing is... Are you kidding me? I guess this product is not... I see why it gets bad reviews now. Okay, it looks like you can use it with it plugged in. Okay. Alright, my trigger's time is still set to 1 second. I'm gonna hold this here. Okay, and then we're gonna hold this here for 1 second, and that should do it. Boom! Just like that. Alright, let me turn this guy off. Don't need any accidental triggerings. Let's get this guy out of my way. And then I'm going to showcase this. Look at that. We got some solid tack welds out of that. I'm like lifting up on this thing. It's pretty solid. Wow. Look at that. I like learning new stuff like this. Like on the fly. Gotta spot weld something and boom. You do it. Got the job done. I'm going to use heat shrink to encase this. Just to make sure it doesn't short out against anything. Yeah, because see, this can short to this guy, which is positive. That's not good. I guess I should have did it the other way. I can just bend it. Hold on. Let me get this flange away from the positive here. So then we don't have to worry about it touching. And let's see what voltage we get out of these pins right here. Under the edge, kind of close. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that for sure. 1000% Nightcry, good call. Let me get my meter. Let me see what voltage we get at the end of the connector. Have my meter set to DC voltage. We're just gonna probe here, see what we get. 3 volts, just like that. Nice, man. That's cool. I feel like I've unlocked a new ability in Metroid. Like I just unlocked Morph Ball or Morph Bombs or something, or the Screw Attack or something. You know, I feel like I just leveled up. Shoot, between yesterday and today, I'm getting all the new abilities. Learned how to use that console service tool, which I've had the software installed before. I think on my laptop. That's why I couldn't find it on my desktop. It was on my laptop. But yeah, let's get some type of insulation going here. I don't have to worry about the red, it's the black I'm worried about. Man, it would have been smarter if I put a ring around this edge beforehand. Darn it. Did it just say Compton? Cap Tom. Instead of Cap Tom, it put Cat Tom. Cap Tom. That's interesting, the autocorrect on that. PS5 is running strong. That works. That works. Sweet. Unlocked a new ability. This thing is weird though. I'm gonna leave it on the charger overnight. Not this charger, but I have a charger out there. I'm gonna leave it on. See if that resurrects the battery. I didn't even use this thing. That was my first use and the battery wasn't holding a charge, so I'm wondering if that's the issue other people were seeing in their reviews. You know what, while I go put this over on my other Space Jump, my man. Space shot that. See, you gotta be a real Metroid player to know that one. The space boots, so you can get the space jump. Yeah, man. Jeez, they really want good continuity between this. I wish they spaced them out a little more, make it easier to pull these things out. Sheesh. Wait, did I toss the rubber band? Okay. Yeah, bedtime. 4 a.m. alarm calling. Work has been madness. These late streams are nice. My downtime is like 9 p.m. to midnight. Okay, gotcha. I'm guessing you're in the Eastern time zone, Nightcry? Like I am? Or are you in a different time zone? I go put this on the charger and grab the laptop. It pulls 9 watts to charge, so I don't see what the big deal is. Oof, this is a thick laptop. Central? Oh, okay. So it's not as late for you. Ooh, this is a big boy. A beefy boy. Alright, so yeah, CMOS battery came from here. Nice speaker. Alright, so we definitely need to insulate that guy and find a way for it to stick. I can use double-sided tape, so that's not a problem. You know what? Let me clean up the existing adhesive. Pinky has joined the pack. Zap zap. Welcome, Jet Pinky. Appreciate you joining the pack. Let's give him a Wolfpack welcome. Oh yeah, I still got these on. Don't need these on. Like I'm doing something dastardly. Alright, let's go get... What brings you here? Are you into electronics, my good sir or madam? Alright, we got the old adhesive removed. Now let me go get a piece of heat shrink that I can wrap that thing around. Resistors. See what time is it? 2:12? Yeah, I'm approaching my hard cutoff time. I think these should be good enough. This is plastic. These might not be wide enough. Darn, just not wide enough. Alright, I have more heat sink in my garage. I mean, heat shrink, not heat sink. Heat shrink in my garage. I'm gonna grab that here in a moment. And then we can see what we can accomplish here. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna go grab some heat shrink from the garage. I have tons and tons of heat shrink. Side. Well, I don't have heat shrink of that size, so we're gonna have to improvise. I have Tessa tape, like automotive fabric tape. I need to cut my nails, they're so long. Anywho. Alright, cool. Alright, CMOS battery is in. Let's get double-sided tape. Wait, I've used double-sided tape recently, and I think because of that, I put it in here, in my office. Aha! There it is. Funny how you remember little details like that sometimes. That's not sure. You know what? Let me use tweezers. I'm not fighting this thing. Alright, let's check the voltage coming off of this thing just to verify we're still getting the correct voltage coming out of the battery. Doesn't take 2 weeks like last time. Oh yeah, jeez. It took forever. Three volts. Alright, CMOS battery is good. Alright. I think we accomplished this portion of this repair. Oh man, this thing is beefy. Alright. That's a W. CMOS battery is in. We had to improvise a little bit, but I think it'll be just fine. Looking forward to getting it back over to the other workbench and run some diagnostics. I'm gonna migrate this back over there. And this PS5 has been running strong, blowing hot air. That's good. Oh, nice. I hear another alert. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you joining the pack. King size Kev, I like that. Appreciate the follow on the Twitch side. All right, trying to think, what else do we need to accomplish? Oh man, time. Not enough time. Let's get this put in here. The spot welder's not the worst. It's not the worst. Maybe it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Alright, let's go to just chatting. Alright. Trying to think. We cleaned up already. So you guys know what time it is. I'm gonna be ending the stream here shortly. And that's the clue to let y'all know it is recap time. Just gonna do a quick synopsis of what we accomplished today on the live stream. Not a very long one, but I did start later than I expected. And I had to go with GPK lingo. Nothing was available. Well. But yeah. So what did we accomplish today? We had a PS5, had a damaged HDMI port. And that's the one that's running right now in the background. That I'm just gonna let it run until it goes to sleep. Simple HDMI port replacement, but it wasn't that simple. It ended up having a ripped pad, so we had to rebuild one of the pads to get that connection. It was for pin 1. That was bad. And then also I knocked off one of the diodes. I knocked off the C1 diode on the other side of the HDMI port, so got that replaced. Thankfully I had the part in stock. I knocked the one off, I found it, and then I dropped it from my tweezers, and then it was gone. It was lost to the ether. So we got that done, cleaned the liquid metal, and it's currently running right now. Then the next thing was using the spot welder, so that was fun. Got to use the spot welder for the first time to tack a battery to some tabs. It worked pretty well, honestly. Despite the weird battery operation issue, it's not really working battery powered, but it does work when you plug it in. I have ether at times. That's funny. Yeah, I think it was pretty quick. It was a brief stream. I did start later in the day. I was debating whether I was gonna stream. I usually don't stream on Tuesdays, but I was like, screw it. Let me stream a little. I babble in Korean after. It was funny. But yeah, guys, I think we did good. Tomorrow I'll have consultation with the t-shirt company. So those are going to be coming real soon. I'm hoping to get a few other items too, like a few hats and whatnot, so that'll be fun. Like black caps with the WolfPackElectronics in white with the logo, or maybe just the logo. I think that'll be pretty sick too. But yeah. Shout out to RP Casanova for the gifted subs, and people who use their Prime subs, like Nightcry, appreciate that. And all the follows. I think that's everything. I think I hit it all. Basically, just thank you. Just overall, just thank you guys for being here. It was a good one. Nice brief short stream. We got some stuff accomplished. I guess until next time. Peace.